Hey everyone, it's a bumper edition developer update. We've got news on custom seas, improvements we're making to Last Ship Standing, and then changes and fixes arriving soon in Adventure. Let's dive in. Season 20 saw the launch of custom seas, and this was not a traditional update for Sea of Thieves. We handed over the reins to our community, and already we've seen those sparks of creativity, and you've shown exactly why this community is so special. At the point of filming this video a week from launch, we've seen our players create almost 500,000 custom seas sessions already. From small groups of friends messing in the sandbox, communities testing new game ideas, and even fully fleshed out events now taking place. The pace has been incredible. Some notable highlights for us so far are Rocketman Kian's awesome recreation of Prop Hunt and new Capture the Sword events, working with other community streamers to host some hilarious matches on Twitch. Slimy Pigeon bravely taking on the mantle of recreating the arena in custom seas, and then Valdegan setting up a full RP server running across 3 days to bring Port Merrick to life using the new proximity voice controls. I could list off so many more, and there's already a packed schedule coming up. We can't wait to see what you're all cooking up. On the experience side, we delivered a hotfix last week to bring some quick fixes and improvements to both custom seas and adventure. As I've said before, the custom seas team are in listening mode and have been taking on board your feedback and working with creators to help guide where we go next. While stability and fixes are the priority right now, the team will soon begin spinning up on some of the most commonly requested switches and commands. The team are looking into new switches to give creators the choice to skip the Ferry of the Damned and give deeper control over players' weapons with configurable weapon damage. Then new commands to control invisibility and God mode for hosts, the ability to restock ships, more easily clear up treasure items, and then yes, easier ways to spawn some rowboats. These are just a few examples of some of our most common requests so far, and I won't commit to dates yet while we balance fixes and improvements on the team, but we're looking forward to start delivering the improvements that are going to help our communities create and host these awesome new experiences. Now, onto Last Ship Standing. The seas of Sailor's Grave were hectic last month, with crews diving into battle, and we've loved hearing all your stories and seeing your sweaty tactics from this new mode. While getting to launch wasn't particularly smooth sailing, we followed that up with a number of hotfixes to deliver a range of improvements to stability, balancing, and fixes. A key area we've been focused on, however, is matchmaking. While average wait times were actually pretty good, even after the hotfixes, we were still seeing scenarios where players were becoming stuck waiting for matches. When Last Ship Standing returns, there's now further fixes here to address those issues and get you into matches more quickly. Once we've proved out these matchmaking fixes, we'll then be looking to bring in controller-only matchmaking, as we've had lots of players asking for it in Last Ship Standing. Now, onto the heated topic of battle bounds. Let me take you on a journey. So the experience we shipped at launch was not the one we intended, and a rogue timer was forcing the battle to shrink to a tiny final area much sooner than intended. While we fixed that rogue timing issue as part of a hotfix, it's clear from your feedback that while it was unintended, that ending to the battle actually made the final stages of Last Ship Standing battles feel very different to Hourglass, and made battles in the seas of Sailor's Grave much more unpredictable and unique. So we're bringing it back. When this event returns, crews will find the bounds shrink at set stages in the early game as they do now. Then, at the 25-minute mark, the bounds are now going to begin closing to that spicy final area and force crews to bring their battles to a close. The result should be more of those chaotic finishes, opportunities for underdogs to clutch victory, less stalemate encounters, and ultimately these battles feel much snappier. We'll be looking for how you all get on with this latest balancing pass, and we've already got some further spicy changes to the battle bounds planned for the event that follows after, but more on that next time. With Last Ship Standing returning as a regular live event in our calendar, the team have been working on the rewards that will keep you diving into battle. We heard your feedback on the amount of allegiance earned from battles, and this next event will now offer boosted allegiance for mid-place finishes, as after review, those were the ones that needed a boost. Alongside allegiance, players will now also earn doubloons, with 200 doubloons for their first win and 100 doubloons for their first top 3 finish. Now, allegiance and doubloons are pretty good incentives, but we know you're looking for something a little more shiny. So, the full Fallen Sea Dog set will be arriving as exclusive rewards for Last Ship Standing. The clothing, weapons, ship and equipment will all be locked behind a new permanent 10 grade commendation that challenges crews to earn wins in Last Ship Standing. This set will be arriving in August's game update, and yes, all historic Last Ship Standing wins will be counted towards this commendation, even those from Season 19's launch and any events that took place. We're going to take some time to make sure this is right and all your prior wins are counted for, so the team are working on this now ahead of August's update. On this, I just wanted to thank everyone who gave feedback on these event rewards in Insiders. Your feedback has helped the team redesign how we're delivering these to the game, and we've ended up in a much better place, so thank you. And then, just to confirm, as many have been asking, yes, we plan to extend Last Ship Standing to support Galleon and Brig matches in the future. We're investing our time getting the sloop experience right and the matchmaking stable right now, but we'll look to bring in additional ship types in the future. On the adventure side, Season 20 introduced 2 changes to world events, with the temporary removal of world event raid voyages and a chance for the Chest of Fortune to appear in all emergent events. We've seen the feedback on the frequency of the Chest of Fortune drops, so in our next game update, we'll be boosting the chances of you finding these stashes in emergent world events. On the raid voyage removal, a reminder that this is an experiment we're running during Season 20 to assess how this changes how crews engage with world events and stick around on servers. We've seen lots of questions around the raid-specific loot items and their commendations, so to confirm, if this experiment is successful, these unique items will be redistributed into the emergent world events, so players can continue making progress through their commendations. The early signs are positive here on this experiment, but we'll share more a little further into the season. In July's update, we've then got improvements to a range of commendations that we've had pretty consistent feedback on how frustrating and overly grindy they've become as the game has evolved over time. Merchant cargo commendations have been reworked and now once again have a way to progress them on demand, with the introduction of new commodities for merchant trade routes. Trading company miles sailed commendations can now also be progressed while sailing with a raised emissary flag. Faction battles requiring crews to cash in a streak no longer require the cash in and will now progress by winning battles while on a streak. And then commendations surrounding the Burning Blade have been reduced, following the reduction in frequency in this world event. We appreciate that changes to long-standing commendations can cause some frustration for those who've already completed them, but these have all been areas of real frustration raised so often by players, and it was time to make them right. To close out then on adventure, here's an update on some commonly raised issues. Our old friend the mast bug has been under investigation, and the team have found a few separate issues causing this. While the team are working across these issues, in July's update, the main issue preventing you from accessing ammo boxes, seeing missing ship parts, and other strangeness on other crews' ships after diving has been addressed, and we've seen no reports of this since from Insiders. Ancient megalodons defeated during their attack animations should now consistently drop their rewards. Crews diving into Hourglass should no longer find their battle disrupted by an ancient megalodon. Nobody liked that. And finally, drum roll please. Supplies you've purchased from the merchants will now be given to you. Thanks for sticking with us on that one. Right, that was a lot to get through. Let's call it there. Catch you all next time.